Hi everyone, this is Shannon from theirishscrapper.com, and today we are doing a double easel card using one of our new product suites. This is the Free as the Bird stamp set and the Bird Ballad designer series paper. So what I mean by double easel card is this. You can kind of see how it stands up on its own. From the side it will look like that. It's a very simple but beautiful way to do a kind of a fun fold on your card. And you get lots of space, you know, to write either on the inside, or you can even add some more space here if you'd like. So let's go ahead and show you how to create this. I just love these new products. Hopefully you have gotten your hands on a new catalog if you were a current customer of mine. If you are not and need a catalog, please reach out to me. You can send me an email from the description of this video. As I mentioned, we are using the Free as a Bird stamp set. I just love these. I love these images and sentiments. You can do lots of coloring. I love my blends, so that's going to be perfect. We are using a label from the Stitched Labels Framelits. Let me find that for you. It's this label here. We are going to use our Calypso Coral combo pack of our Stampin' blends. And then let's talk about measurements for our card. So our card base is actually a piece of Daffodil Delight. This is cut 4 1/4 by 11, scored at 5 1/2. I have another scrap piece of Daffodil Delight. That just needs to be big enough to cut your stitched label. And then I have a piece of Calypso Coral. This is cut 4 by 10 1/4, and I've scored it at 2 1/2 and 5. So that's what gives you your easel portion. Now for designer series paper, I have chosen a few pieces out of the Bird Ballad designer series paper. So we're going to use this piece here. I have one piece cut 3 3/4 by 5, and then you're going to need 2 pieces, and you can change up the design if you'd like, as I've done here. These 2 pieces are 3 3/4 by 2 1/4, okay? And it's really that simple. I've already fussy cut a few pieces out of the designer series paper, so I've fussy cut a little birdie and a little flower, just because I wanted to save some time. So literally you can, the designer series paper is just so gorgeous that you can trim out your little birdie as well as, you know, a flower or however you would like to decorate it. So let's go ahead, let's do our big shot first and cut out our label so we can get that out of the way. Here is our big shot. I have my magnetic platform in there, and I have one cutting plate. I'm going to lay down my die and put another cutting plate, and we're going to run this through. And I'm going to run this back again, just because that stitched label is a little bit delicate, and I don't want to have any pieces kind of stuck. I had no problem with the first one, so I think this one will be okay. I'm just going to kind of help it out a little bit. Alright, and then I'm going to take my little piercer and we'll pop those few, whoops. I had my precision plate on there. I probably wouldn't even have to do that. Okay, so let's move that out of the way. Alright, and let's start to assemble just to make this a little bit easier. So for our Calypso Coral, I'm going to go ahead and adhere my piece of designer series paper. Again, this is 3 3/4 by 5. And I chose to kind of do a different DSP and color combo than my original, just so you can see 2 different ideas. And you could definitely do a lot more from this one pack of designer series paper. If you joined my paper share, you will be getting this beautiful paper as a part of that. And you could definitely recreate these. All right, let me adhere our other two pieces. So I am going to take the different pattern and adhere here in the center. And so this is the area where I told you you could also choose to write, you know, any additional greeting. You could put a little piece of Whisper White in here or a label or however you'd like to do that. I'm going to take that matching piece now and put that on the bottom part. Okay. Let's see, we are going to... And so when it's folded, you know, I'm kind of just continuing this pattern from above, which I love. Now we can take this whole piece and adhere to our Daffodil Delight. And so I find that if you keep it kind of folded, it's a little bit easier. Oh, my, really sticky there. Okay. And that will help you, you know, line this up. Alright, so let's see where we're at. That looks good right there. Alright, so I'm going to give that a nice press. Okay, and so you've already have your easel. That's simple. I just love it. Alright, I've also pre-cut a oval. I had this actually in my little bin. Sometimes I cut multiple dies and I just leave these off to the side. And so I had one, and I thought that will work perfectly to layer up on our stitched label, just like that. So we are going to stamp the greeting from this set, Your Friendship Means the World to Me. Can you imagine your friend, if they got one of these, they would just love it. Happy mail. It's always so fun to just send a random card when no one's expecting it, you know, if it's not their birthday or a holiday, just to brighten their day. Makes me happy. I love getting happy mail. Alright, so I'm going to add some adhesive, and let's go ahead and place this here in the center of our label. Give that a press. Alright, and I think I'm also going to do, there's a little flower. I think I'm going to stamp one of these as well, and I'm going to do that. I'm trying to not get my head in the camera. Right there. And then we'll color that with our blends. So I'll bring in the two Calypso corals. I'm going to start with my light, and we're just going to color that in. I like to stick with some of the colors that are either in the designer series paper or in your base. And then I'm just going to bring in the dark and kind of do a little bit here in the center, just for a little bit of contrast. Alright, and then now we can bring in our little birdie as well as our flower. So let me get my dimensionals. And I actually have some edges here, and this just might work. So let me cut the edge of that, and let's see if we can put that on our little birdie. Might be too big. No, I'll just turn it and curve it a little bit. Oh, I think I went a little bit off there. Let me just get my scissors in there. Pull that off. Yep. Alright, let me make sure I'm straight, and I'm just going to place our little birdie there. And now I'm going to grab a mini dimensional for our little flower. And I trimmed this out with the leaves as well. Instead of just doing the flower, I figured leave a little bit of that old olive in there. Okay. Let's put that over on this side. Oh, I just love it. Okay, so now let's add some adhesive here to the center of our card. And then let's put this. So I'm kind of looking at the center of my label where that's going to touch. And then I'm just going to give it a nice press. Okay, and then you don't have to worry about having adhesive here if you put your adhesive on the back of your card. So there is our double easel card. So quick and easy, but a nice little effect. People can display it. I know a lot of people say to me, oh, I don't want to throw out your cards, I love them. So this is a perfect card to display. And you can, like I said, you can write your greeting in here. If you use a darker base, just put in a white layer inside there, and you can do some more stamping on that as well, if you'd like. And then I just took one of our Whisper White envelopes and I stamped the leaf as well as the flower, and again colored it in with my blends just to coordinate. And we got our perfect little card. And so here is my original, so you can kind of see the little difference in designer series paper, label color, bird, etc. Here is the inside of that easel. So I kind of continued with a similar designer series paper. This is actually a different piece, but still has that white background. And then here you can see we kind of put in another piece. So gorgeous. I just love it. So I do hope you guys pick up this Bird Ballad suite from the new catalog. It is just beautiful. You can find a full supply list in the description of this video, and I look forward to being back with you real soon. Thanks so much for watching. Bye-bye.